Matrix doesn't want you to examine the words that you're using, because if you start to examine the words that you're using, then you might just break free of the matrix, and the matrix will not have slaves anymore. The reason why I say that is because when you say things like, I am a person who gets panic attack when dealing with people, I am a person who gets really anxious while having to give a presentation in front of a large audience, or I'm a person who gets panic attacks at night, or I'm a person who gets anxiety attacks throughout the day, or twice a month or twice a week, then what you are doing is you are headed towards a destiny that attracts more of the panic attacks. What you are saying is your thoughts and your feelings are aligned to a destiny where you are going to be attracting even more panic attacks in your life. So the way to break out of this cycle is to stop the loop of thoughts and feelings. When your thoughts and feelings are misaligned with the statement that you just said, which is, I am a person who gets panic attacks, when your thoughts and feelings stop aligning with this statement, then you break out of the matrix. The way to do that is use your imagination wisely. So you have to understand that a Western mystique known as Neville Goddard gave a very profound principle, which is imagination creates reality. Everything that you see in this world has come out of imagination from somebody else's mind. Everything that you see in this world is based on that changeless principle. Imagination creates reality. But right now, your imagination is weak. It's so impotent. It is as impotent as a 70-year-old grandfather. But in order to make it potent, in order to boost, in order to inject testosterone in your imaginary act, you have to be able to make your imaginary act very vivid in your mind. You have to be able to involve all the sensory modalities in your imaginary act. And the way to do that is involve the sensation of seeing, sensation of hearing, sensation of smelling, sensation of tasting, and sensation of touching while you're imagining things. So I'll tell you what to do. First, you need to be able to relax completely. The way to relax is you just chant Om, A-U-M, Om, which is a yogic way to completely relax your body and prepare yourself to go into a deeper meditative state. I have made a video on how to chant Om properly. It is a 20-minute video. You can just check out on my YouTube channel. After you have chanted Om up for about 20 or 25 minutes, your body will be now completely relaxed, but your mind will be completely awake. And when that happens, what you're going to do is you imagine a scenario where you are already living your best life. You are already the person that you desire to be. You're already doing the things that you really, really want to do. Imagine the life that you're going to live after you no longer have panic attacks. What are the things that you're going to say to people? How are you going to walk? How are you going to act towards people? Are friends and family members going to talk to you differently? Are they going to treat you differently? Are you going to go to places that you have been avoiding recently? Are you going to start eating the foods that you are avoiding? Are you going to once again drink coffee and tea because maybe you're not, maybe right now you're eliminating all these stimulating agents from your diet because you don't want to have anxiety or panic attacks again? What are the things that you are currently not able to do? Write them all down before doing this meditation. And when in meditation, you are going to imagine that you are able to do all of those things. Now, if you immerse yourself in this imaginary act completely, and you can see the things, you can hear the things, you can smell the things, you can taste the things, you can touch the things in your imaginary act, neural networks are going to be formed inside of your brain. Your brain physically changes if you provide enough sensory vividness to your imagination. And when that happens, when you mentally rehearse these imaginary scenarios enough times, those neural networks in your brain becomes permanent and it starts to send chemicals down your body. And when the chemicals are sent down to the body, you are going to feel a lot of powerful emotions, because now that you're finally living your dream life, of course you're going to feel empowered and joyful and grateful for whatever you can do in your imaginary act. Your brain, your mind loses the capability to differentiate between what is actually imagined and the real world experience if you can provide enough sensory vividness to your imaginary act. And when that happens, you are going to feel a lot of elevated emotions of empowerment, of joy, and gratitude. And those feelings are the secret to breathing life into your imaginary act. If you can maintain this modified state of mind, if you can just sustain these elevated emotions for a long period of time throughout the day, if you can just remind yourself throughout the day the type of person that you are, the type of things that you can already do over and over again by replaying all these imaginary scenarios, then you are going to be sustaining these elevated emotions for a long period of time. And then suddenly be ready, because all the visualization act that you did are going to come to life, and you're just going to be surprised, because you will not even know how all of those things are happening, how suddenly you're going to places that you have been avoiding, how suddenly you're just canceling the therapy sessions, how suddenly you're stopping all the drugs that you have been intaking, how suddenly you're able to talk to people in a very confident manner. This is the way to break out of the matrix. This is the way to make all of your imagination come to life. You have to remember that meditation is the single most important thing that you can do to change your life. Now, I did this 3 years ago in 2021 and I completely changed my life, but it was not an easy journey. I had to learn a lot about many of the spiritual masters. I had to learn from many different books on how meditation, on how mind body connection, on how manifestation works. I had to learn from amazing people like Joe Dispenza, Neville Goddard, Maxwell Maltz, Sadhguru, Osho. I actually studied 112 different types of meditation techniques. And today, I have distilled down everything that works, and I can help you overcome your anxiety and panic attacks. I can completely help you. And you will be surprised at how quick you will heal from anxiety and panic attacks if you just follow my instructions. So if you want to work with me, or if you want to learn more about this, then my Gmail information, my Viber information, my Telegram information, and my WhatsApp information are in the description box down below. You must remember that all these things, the relaxation, visualization, and feelings, is a part of the meditation. And if you can just meditate correctly, sky is the limit. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.